You clicked on this video because you want to do some drawing. So let's get started. All you need is a pencil, an eraser, and a fine liner. You can have two fine liners if you want to. I have a 0.3, sorry, not 8, and 0.5. I came up with this little baby elephant because I had to say sorry to someone I couldn't make it. So instead of picking a GIF or something else, a sticker, I decided to make my own little sorry message. So here we go. We're going to draw our little baby elephant, starting out with first mapping out the shapes very roughly. So he's got this lovely head, pretty big because he's a baby. And then his legs, keep this very, very lightly so you can barely see it. It's sort of just the beginning structure. This is sort of like a horseshoe shape. It's going to be his legs. They come up here like this. Keep it super rough. It doesn't have to look pretty at all at the moment. And then he's got one ear. It's sort of a triangle shape coming down like this because it's kind of hanging down. And then he's got one ear parking up, where he will be holding his little message. It's like sort of like an egg shaped, or if you want to be a little bit more detailed already, it's like a circle with a triangle at the bottom, but keep it light. Again, there's no need to be detailed. Then let's pencil in the trunk. It's not the nose, it's the trunk, haha. It comes down the center line of the head like this, and then over like this. It's also like a triangle shape. See, you can break down pretty much anything that you draw into simple shapes, into squares, triangles, and circles. That's why drawing really isn't that difficult. It just always seems like it, because we all only see the finished product and it's like, oh my God, how did the person get there? But here we go. I'm gonna take you there. So this is about the trunk, and then let's put in another circle, another two circles for the eye. This is round about where the eyes are going to be. So this is the first step, the first stage of our little baby elephant drawing. So just for you to know, I looked at a lot of pictures of baby elephants before I started drawing this. I didn't just sort of conjure it up out of nowhere. And the one thing that I was really surprised about is I've had this idea in my head that they're all like chubby and big, but they're not. They're actually super lanky. So when we get to drawing the legs a little more in detail, you'll see that it's just the head that's big and chubby. And we did draw that already. So let's keep adding some more details to the head. Let's start up here with hair. So the head, the top of the head. Now you can press down a little more with your pencil, because the line can be a little bit darker as we go in and define some more details. So here it's pretty smooth. Then as you come around to the eye, it comes out a little bit and then in. Now this is going to be where the piece of paper is that is holding up the message. By the way, you can write whatever message on there. You can write I love you or anything that you want. That's going to be the little piece of paper. And then on top, he's holding it. Just make a little half moon shape and two half moon shapes on the bottom. That's how his little trunk holding it up. All right, so let's keep adding detail. On the other side, it's coming down in a wavy line because it's not the head, it's the ear. So the wavy lines continue down here and here as well, because his ears are super floppy. Baby elephant's ears, they're super floppy and funny. All right, great. So this is going to be the trunk, and obviously he's smiling, so let's give him a little smile. And the trunk comes down and over. It's not a lot to draw here, just coming down and over because it reaches behind the paper. The next step in the head is a little bit of hair. We're going to add a little bit of tufty little fluffy hair to our little elephant. Now let's get the eyes a little bit more defined. They're real almond shaped and it can be quite big. Now here comes the little elephantness. Elephants have lots of wrinkles, so you can just draw a couple of lines around his eyes to indicate the wrinkles in the eyes. Here we go. And now let's keep wrinkling. Little wrinkles in the forehead, just some random lines. And then there's wrinkles coming down his trunk, and they follow the shape of the trunk. So that's, again, some U shape. So we're just going to draw them, and I'll show you later on when we do the fine liner how you can make them blend in a bit better. So here we go. There's a little line where we see the trunk, where we see the back of the trunk, not the top bit. So here's a little, let's make another line or some more lines around his eyes so he's really wrinkly and cute. Here we go. Now let's move over to the other ear. I'm going to give the other ear a little bend. So come on down and back up and continue the line over here. And then you see there's a little, the ear is folded over. Now come on out. This is a wavy line again. See, already made a mistake, but don't worry. Use the eraser and off it goes. It comes inward, outward, and then down a little straighter line, and then we're up for some wavy shapes again. Not wavy shapes, but wavy lines before it comes back in. There we go. Maybe this needs to be a little flatter, but that's okay, you know, it's all pencil, and only when we use our fine liner we're really going to define those lines. Now the neck of our little elephant also super wrinkly, so let's just do a couple of wrinkly lines. And then the body, like I said, I was quite surprised, is quite lanky and long. So it's quite thin and lanky and long. So let's draw, it's not coming out of here really, it's coming out of here. And the legs have a little funny little flesh pieces hanging over. So let's come down inwards, outward a little, and then take it all the way back in. And then we draw the foot. And then as well here, there's always like little fleshy bits coming out, and then bring it inward for the upper body. Now let's draw the other side of the leg. Again, little fleshy bits. They do have lots of wrinkles, but they're not necessarily from them being chubby. They just have excess skin. They grow into their skin. Now, this is just me observing. I am not a specialist when it comes to elephants, right? So it's just what I saw. His little toenails we're going to add in as well. Just little bends. And then we also see, as we look to the front, from the front, his back legs. So let's come in and draw the back legs again with our little fleshy bits. And this is his belly, little belly hanging down like this, and coming down here for the other leg that's a little bit turned outward. I thought that was really cute in one of the elephant, his feet were not all pointing into the right direction. Found that funny, so I added that as a little detail here. Now let's make that belly a little bit more wrinkly, because you know what it actually is. Here we go, just making some more wrinkles. So you see already I'm taking some of the lines inside. We're going to add that to all of our drawing to add some more texture to it. Let's start with the ears over here and bring those lines up, continuing them on to the inside. See, that gives a really nice three-dimensional look here as well. Bringing them in. And here I made the mistake of making the line too deep and flattening it out here, but now it looks almost like there's another bend in the ear. We can leave it, we can just erase it and have it flat. It really depends what you like. I'm going to leave it. I think it's kind of fun. So I think the rough outlines of our elephant are done. Maybe we'll add some more folds here. in our drawing. Here, for example, there's a little bit more fleshy bits. Here we already did that. And then obviously there's the wrinkles in the skin where the joints are. His little elephant knees, elephant ankles. Here we go. Okay, our pencil drawing is finished. Now let's grab the fine liner and define those lines even more. I'm taking the 0.3, the 0.5 I will leave for the outline. So let's start over here, outlining it out, making sure we get all the little creases. To make those wrinkles blend in a little more, just make little dots at the end of each line. And if you want to, you can also add a little bit of shading here, especially here where you know it's really dark. But this is totally optional, yeah, just little extra lines. Now let's use the other fine liner, the thicker fine liner, 0.5, just for the outline that makes it pop a little bit. So if you want to, you can download this line drawing in the link below. If you managed to draw along with me, I would love to see what you created. So do come find me on Instagram at Cordy Creativity and share your work, tag me. I would love to see it. Now here is my colored in version of our little drawing. I like to use all my colors. If you want to learn some more about adding color and shading to your drawing and how to use different types of art supplies for that, then please pop on over to my Skillshare class. If you use the link in the description, you'll get 1 month free. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you soon for some more drawing adventures. Have a great day. Bye.